Yellowstone Volcano. The geologists are saying there's increased risk. Warning after scientists pinpoint magma intrusion. Yellowstone researchers warned there is an increased risk of hydrothermal explosion at Steamboat geyser after they pinpointed a body of magma that intruded below the Norris Geyser Basin, which happened years ago. This is nothing new. It's by Callum Hoare and Express UK. The scientists at GPS data model what has occurred under the surface, and they explain why an area near the basin has been inflating and deflating several inches and erratic bursts for the past 20 years. This has been published in the Journal of Geophysical Research. They revealed that there is a body of magma that intruded beneath the Norris, and in the 90s, the fluid got stuck and the pressure built up, and the ground, of course, rose because of that. And when the fluids were able to escape elsewhere, that's when the ground deflated. That is, there was subsidence. The paper was published in January, and it says recent activity has provided new insights into the causes of the surface deformation in and around Yellowstone caldera. The topic has been debated since the discovery of the caldera floor uplift, which happened more than 40 years ago. Quote, the episode of unusual rapid uplift centered near Norris Geyser Basin along the North Caldera Rim and began in late 2013. It continued until an earthquake on March 30th, 2014. Thereafter, uplift abruptly switched to subsidence, split at rates of several centimeters per year, resumed in 2016, and continued to last through the end of 2018. Modeling of GPS and interferometric synthetic aperture radar data suggests an evolving process of deep magma intrusion between the years 1996 and 2001. The researchers today feel that the magma-derived fluids could sit close to the surface, which is just a mile or so below the ground. So that's pretty shallow. The study said the depth of shallow volatile accumulation appears to have shallowed from the 2014 to 16 deformation period. Frequent eruptions of Steamboat geyser since March of 2018 are likely a surface manifestation of this process. In other words, the geyser started erupting, Steamboat geyser in Norris Geyser Basin, because of the recent intrusion of the magma. They said hydrothermal explosion features are prominent in the Norris Geyser Basin area, and the apparent shallow nature of the volatile accumulation implies an increased risk of hydrothermal explosions. The co-author was Daniel Jurizin. He told National Geographic, in all likelihood, Norris has been a center of deformation for a very long time. The new research does not indicate that the supervolcano is any closer to erupting, but the geological movements may help explain why the Park Steamboat geyser, which is, by the way, the world's largest geyser, has been erupting at a record-breaking pace since March of 2018. Now, the threat, of course, of a super eruption remains a reality, but the USGS has previously put minds at rest, saying, or regarding the overdue claims that they're not to be taken into account. Yellowstone Volcano Observatory scientist in charge Jacob Lowenstern said in 2014, when you see people claiming it's overdue, usually the numbers they come up with say the last eruption was 640,000 years ago, but it erupts every 600,000 years. But the fact, if you average the eruption intervals, there is 2.1 million years, 1.3 million years, and then the other 640,000 years. And if you average those numbers, you come up with something like that's over 700,000 years. So in reality, even if you tried to make this argument, it would not be overdue for another 70,000 years, he says. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.